Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims proudly presents Big Pauly's Fight Night, and we have a dandy for you today, or so we think. It's going to be Jack Dempsey against Max Schmeling. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. The winner will probably move up and close in on being one of our first championship finalists. And a pleasant good afternoon on this April 27th, 2020. I am Big Pauly coming to you, and you can see my hand right here. How you doing, folks? I promise you I wasn't making an obscene gesture. It is Jack Schmeling and not Jack Schmeling. That was a nice little combo of their names, isn't it? Wasn't it? It is Max Schmeling and Jack Dempsey. They each won their first fights in the BPBC, and we'll have a few more notes here and there before we get the fight started. Jack Dempsey defeated Gentleman Jim Corbett in his first bout in BPBC action. And it was Max Schmeling over Ozzy Ocasio. The BPBC recently updated their format, and these guys are in the silver division. Everybody starts in the bronze division, and this is the new little format that I have. Hey, we're trying to work out the kinks here as we go along, and I've only been doing this about a month. And let me show you our graphics here that we will set up for you on the top of your screen. In the upper left, the round we're in, and in the upper right, the rolls as they occur. Everybody starts in the bronze division, and with each win, they move up. So from the bronze, that's like the third tier, and then they would go to silver. So this is a silver group contest, and there is no limits into how many fighters could be in any one division at any one time. Whoever wins this fight, provided we have a winner, is going to go to the gold division, where George Foreman's going to await, and we do random draws, one fight per division, and when somebody wins in the gold division, they will become the championship finalist, and when we have two championship finalists, they'll duke it out, and we'll declare our first heavyweight champion, and we'll do this for the other classes. There's going to be 20 fighters in a division. We have 18 in the heavyweights right now, so we're going to draw a couple. And for each of the other divisions we're doing right now, we're going to draw 10 more. So that's the current plan. Now, get with me in a week, and I'll probably change it again. But I'm just trying to work out the kinks and just trying to get this all organized and a format that anybody can follow, unlike what happens in real boxing, where they just kind of, make it up as they go along. So, we'll go through the participants. Jack Dempsey, his card right here, 54, 6 and 9 in his career with 44 knockouts. His power is a 5. When his opponent is tired, it's 9. When he's tired, it goes down to 4 and 7. His chin KD is 2. He gets hurt at 5 or less, and when he's tired, 4 and 7. The chin KO is 2. When tired, it's 3. The will is 3. When tired, it's a 5. His cut rating is 4. His foul rating is 5. His punching range on the inside, an incredible 62. And on the outside, he is a 46. You can make a defensive move at 5 on the D20 or less, and he could counter with a 6 or less on the D20. And let's see what else. He has a 1 trade. He has a closer trade. Great finisher. Add 1 to the will rating of the opponent, 2 if he is tired. This gets us to the only man to win the heavyweight championship on the world on a foul, Max Schmeling, the Black Ulhan. 56, 10 and 4 with 39 knockouts. He has no traits. The power is a 4 and a 6 when he is healthy, a 2 and a 4 when he is fatigued. His chin KD is 2 and 5 healthy, 5 and 8 when fatigued. His chin KO is 3 and 5 respectively. His will goes up with the Dempsey trait. It'll be 6 and 9 for the course of this 10-round fight. Dempsey's stamina rating is par excellence. It's 90, and Schmeling's is going to be 80. His cut rating, Schmeling's is 4, and the foul rating is 3. His inside range is 53 or lower, and his outside range is pretty good, so he might be able to fire from distance at Schmeling as this fight goes along. He will be a 50. The fighters are in the ring. We have Richard Steele as our referee, one of the all-time greats from Las Vegas. And we're getting this fight underway. You see the first rolls already, and we're going to use those. And it's 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4. I probably shouldn't have put the overlay up so fast. And the 3 and a 4 is going to be Schmeling on the outside. He throws the 34 punch from the outside. It's going to land. By the way, Schmeling has control on the first toe-to-toe exchange, but that's not going to change with the first punch of the fight. It's going to be 3 points Schmeling's way. 3 punches Schmeling's way, and no counter for Jack Dempsey, who also at one point had a restaurant in Manhattan. 1 and a 5. Dempsey is going to be a boss on this one roll. 1 and a 5 is going to be 3 his way. 3 stars, 1 star. And 3 stars, no stars for Schmeling. 28-12. 28-12 on the inside. And he fires 3 and he gains momentum. We'll check the defense on Mr. Schmeling with that 1 on the D20. And it is going to be -1. So Schmeling still 3 punches to 2 as we go to the third segment of the fight. We are just beginning if you have just tuned into this stream. A 4 and a 2. A 4 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star. It is Dempsey, and he's going to fire a big shot here. 44. 44 is good for 3. We will have a power check forthcoming with the power number of 2, the D20 being 2, falls inside his power ranking, and we're just going to check Schmeling real fast. Now we could get to the chin check. The chin KD is an 8, and Schmeling is not even hurt on that. So on we go. First big shot of the fight, and it goes Dempsey's way. 6 and a 5, 6 and a 5. 1 star, no stars. It's Dempsey. It's a 50. It is a 50 on the inside, and we were telling you he is lethal on the inside. That's good for 2 punches, and no counter going Schmeling's way. We have 140 left in the first round. 4 and a 1, 4 and a 1. 2 stars each way. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey fires first with his 97, which will be a foul. Which will be a foul. 1 more for him. We will use the D20 as his foul check in a moment. But first, let's look at Schmeling. 52 on the outside will not land, so let's check the foul number. The 1 is within the foul range of Dempsey. The foul number being 3. It is a low... No, I'm sorry, not a low... It is a low blow. It is a low blow. And Richard Steele had to call that. It is a warning for Dempsey on the low blow. So we will note that here on our score sheet that we print out after the fight's over with. So we get back to action. If I could find it. I had popped up something that I shouldn't have popped up. Okay. On to our next roll. 120 left in the first round. 2 and a 5, 2 and a 5. That's going to go. No stars for Schmeling. 2 for Dempsey. And the 92 inside will not score. In fact, it's a clinch. So on we go. 6s each way on this one. 6 and a 6. And that's going to be toe-to-toe. Dempsey in control of the round. He will fire first on momentum. The 62 inside is going to land, and it's going to be a power check. So we move Dempsey to 10 punches landed on the round, and we check real fast before we do the chin check. Schmeling, I know, it doesn't have a range that long. But Dempsey, a killer on the inside, and it's a power number that has been hit again with a 3. And let's check the chin. The chin rating is 10. It's not going to knock Schmeling down. Schmeling with a pretty good chin, or at least so far so good. A 3 and a 6 with 40 seconds left in the round. So this is the next to last segment of the round. 3 and a 6. On the inside, it's Schmeling. He is in control of 44 on the inside. And usually that range of his at 53 is pretty good, but Dempsey is going to land a good bulk of shots on the inside. The 44 inside, good for 2, and that gives Schmeling momentum. But he needs a big punch or a big combination in this last segment of the round. It's a 2 and a 3. It's a 2 and a 3. This is going to be toe-to-toe again. Schmeling fires first, a 54. Inside does not score, just misses. And the 25 on the inside is going to land for 3 for Schmeling to get him to 13 on the round. And that's it. That's it for round number 1. 13-5 for Dempsey. So we are going to punt that in. Dempsey was warned for a low blow somewhere in the middle of the first round. So at 13-5, we will check the judges and see what they do. And I will just quietly note it. And let's just say they are all in agreement as to who won the first round. And we will note this accordingly. This is a 10-rounder. One of these guys is going to move up to the newly christened gold division, as BPBC has gone metric. This is a silver division or a silver group fight. Call it what you like. If you win all the way, you go to gold, and if you lose, you sink from, everybody starts at bronze, goes up, and the 5 divisions are gold, silver, bronze, iron, and stone. And when you lose at stone, you go on inactive, and we bring another fighter in. That's how this is going to work. And we will start now, as soon as I update my graphic, the second round. And you can see there, this is a heavyweight contest. We are scheduled for 10. And when we have a gold division fight, if we have a gold division fight for you next week, because it'll determine who one of the finalists is, it will go 12. And then when we have championship fights, they will go 15. So a fresh roll, and we're going to get an untimed roll, and we're going to get the second round started here. With a 2 and a 6. A 2 and a 6 on the inside, that is Dempsey's territory. The 63 just misses, and Schmeling will land a counter. He had momentum going into the second round because he landed the last punch. And the one counter is going to be good for Schmeling. Schmeling, a very good counter puncher, up to 7 on his counters. So on to the next segment with Schmeling up 2-0. Deuce is wild on this. A 2 and a 2. Dempsey on the inside. He's going to land another power shot. 33. 33 on the inside is good for 3. We will have, let's see here. No, it's a chin check. It's a chin check for Schmeling. The KD number is 11. His KD range starts at 2 at the present. So that is well south of 11, and on we go. Ace is wild this time, a 1 and a 1. And Schmeling with that 1 is going to win all the battles when he rolls a 1 on the D6. And this is going to be 36. 36 on the inside, good for 3 more. And that makes it 6-2 now. No counter for Schmeling. And it's 4 and a 3 on the next roll. 2 minutes left in the second. 4 and a 3. 4 and a 3. It's toe-to-toe. With the last 2 segments, Dempsey is in control. He has a 73. A 73 inside, will not score. But we're going to check Schmeling a 98 and a foul. We check his 16, and that's well outside of his foul rating, but we're going to give him 1 anyway. It's 6-3 going into the next segment of round 2. We are at 140 now. 6-2, a 6-2. Toe-to-toe again, and Schmeling, based on the foul that he just threw, or attempted foul, foul that was not called, or what have you, he goes, it's a 69, don't make any jokes, 69, because I know some of you are thinking about it. 69 is a miss, and we go to Schmeling. not to Schmeling, but to Dempsey. 94 is a clinch, so nothing happens. 5 and a 3. A 3 and a 5, I beg your pardon. A 3 and a 5. This is another toe-to-toe exchange. Schmeling stays in control because nobody got anything in last segment. So on the outside, it is a 91, which is going to be a clinch. Nothing happens this segment. 2 and a 1 this time. 2 and a 1. 2 and a 1. Toe-to-toe again. Schmeling again. 43. 43 outside. And he's pretty crisp on the outside. That's going to be good for 2, getting him to 5. It's now a 6-5 situation. But Dempsey with the counter, it's a 26. A 26 inside is a 3, getting him to 9. So we're 9 to 5 going into the next segment. 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. And from these numbers, I'm gathering something ominous may have occurred. Dempsey won the last exchange 3 to 2. He goes first, 52. A 52 inside. That is another thunderous shot for Dempsey, and he reaches double digits for the second round in a row to start the fight. He has a power check coming, with the 5 being rolled. Now, on the inside, if Schmeling has connected, he will also have a power check coming, which he will, because that landed, and that's 2, so it's now 11-7, a pretty active round. So we now go in order and check the chins. First, we check Schmeling's chin. It's a 10. The chin KD is a 10 on the roll. It's a 2 on his card. So we're going to do an untimed roll to look at Dempsey, and Dempsey, the roll was 14, and his chin KD is also a 2. So on we go. Next segment, last segment of round 2, a 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4, it's Schmeling. It's a 62 outside. 62 outside, will not score. And no counters. That will end the second round. And I have a tally here of 11-7 for Jack Dempsey. Remember, both of these guys trying to win to move up to the gold group where George Foreman is awaiting, and we do the fights at random. So if, say, Ali and the other heavyweight fight we have for you, which is going to be Muhammad Ali and Sultan Dragunov, 2 of those 3 will be chosen, and they will have a gold fight, and one of those 2 guys will, if there is a winner there, will be a finalist for the championship, which we will decide at some point down the road. Okay, so this was a 4-punch margin. A 4-punch margin. And there is still agreement on to who won that round, which makes my job a little easy. Punch that number so far, 24-12 Dempsey. Dempsey's stamina at 78 and Schmeling's is at 56. I don't remember who had momentum at the end of the second round, so I'm just going to go with the winner of the last round, which was Dempsey. So we're going to go to round 3. Stand by for just a moment as I update the graphic. These guys feeling each other out. And Schmeling is most capable of pulling off an upset here, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to do it. So we start the third round. Next round, untimed roll. I get a fresh roll. Feel like I'm at a bakery. Oh, we got big numbers here on this roll. So we might have some business to do. 4 and a 1. A 4 and a 1. Toe-to-toe. Dempsey goes first with his 2, and his 2 nearly takes the head off of Schmeling as he gets 5 big punches in. On the other hand, it's kind of like the Showcase Showdown where one contestant has 95 cents and the other has $1 here. On the outside, Schmeling has thrown a bomb. He gets 4 in. So a nice exchange there, 5-4 to start the first round. Dempsey will keep control. Now, we will look at the ratings here, the chin checks. A 9 on Schmeling. They both landed within the number for power checks. The 9, no good. And the 20, both men survive. We'll go to the next round. Next segment, I beg your pardon. A 6 and a 2. A 6 and a 2. This is going to be toe-to-toe. Schmeling will go first, and we have a foul. A possible foul. 95. 95 inside. It's going to be a foul for one punch landed to get him to 6. And the 20 was outside of his foul ranking. The 2 for Schmeling is a 32 inside, and that is going to be good for 3. So we are at 7-6 in favor of Schmeling. Going into the third segment of the third round, active fight, pretty much. 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6. It's Dempsey outside, so this is going to be outside of his range, 56. No good. And Schmeling cannot fire. A 4 and a 4. 4 and a 4. Another possible foul. Another possible foul. 4 and 4. Schmeling got the last shot in. The better shot in the next to last segment. So he goes. It's a 60. A 60 outside is not going to land. But Dempsey may have fouled again. A 4 inside. 97 is a foul. His D20 is a 1, so he has committed another foul. We checked the foul number. It is 16. It is 16. So it is elbows. Elbows against Dempsey. And that will be so noted. Richard Steele. Again, admonishing Dempsey, saying, "Come on, Jack, get with it here." That is the second foul, but it is so far. So far, he is not in trouble of losing any points, having committed 2 fouls, and the 2 fouls being different. So on we go to the next part of this third round. We are scheduled for 10, and we just might go that far before this is over. 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6 is going Dempsey's way. He has thrown an 8. An 8 on the inside is going to be good for 4. His total now goes to 10. It's 10-7. 2 and a 6. Just missing a power check because his D20 was a 6. So on we go. 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. It's Dempsey again. Dempsey again on the inside. That's 63 inside. Just misses landing. And no counters. So, 1 minute left in the third. Oh, 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey has thrown a 3 inside. Big 5 punches there to get him to 15 on the round. Power check coming. And let's see, in this, the chin KD is a 13. That's well outside of Schmeling's 2. 5 to get hurt, and nothing happens. 6 and a 5 with 40 seconds left in the third. 6 and a 5. 6 and a 5 is Dempsey's way again, but it's a 72. Missed opportunity there. It is a miss. No counter. 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4. 2 stars, 2 stars. Toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe. Dempsey has control because he landed the landed in a lot of shots in the last couple of segments. 5 and a 4. So the 5 and a 4, 51 inside. And a 2 will have no. Yes, we will. We will have a chin check. 51. 51 inside. It's good for 2, getting him to 17 in the round. And outside 57 is a miss. Now, we check the chin again of Schmeling, and it's still good. 13 on the roll, and again, the range is 2 to 5. That's the end of the third round. Dominated by Mr. Dempsey, 17-7. 17-7 as I look at it. So we will tally up the votes here. Dempsey has committed 2 fouls. When he commits his 5th, it's a point off. If he does not commit 3 of the same foul, it's 5. It goes to 1 point, and then to 6, it's a DQ. But at 17-7, Dempsey is getting points of another nature, the points you need to win a fight on the scorecards. By the way, we use the modern rules. It's a 10-point must. We have a 3 knockdown rule. Should any fighter be knocked down 3 times in a round, which is yet to happen in Big Pauly Fight Night history. So it's 17-7. Actually, this is going to be... Nope, everybody saw this round the same way. So we go to the 4th. It would seem to me Dempsey is off to a flying start, and Schmeling is going to have work to do to get back in the fight, but this is the kind of fight where it could change on a dime. And we will now go to round 4. Whoops, not round 104. Beg your pardon, folks. Off we go. Next round, fresh roll. Deuces. And this could be a firework segment here. I'm seeing that 1 on Schmeling's D20. 2 and a 2. No, Schmeling will not have control. It will be Dempsey. It's a 14. We reset the numbers. Okay, I think I moved the momentum piece over, but that's fine. As long as I have a piece somewhere. 2 and a 2, 14, 14. 4 punches landing for Dempsey. He goes up 4-0. Defensive check for Schmeling. That's good to knock 1 off the figure for Dempsey. 3-0. Next segment, please. 6 and a 5. 6 and a 5. Dempsey in control, and the 6 on the inside, 66 is a miss. Would have been a power shot, but nothing winds up happening. 1 and a 6 in the third segment of the 4th. 1 and a 6. Dempsey with that 1 in control, but it's a 70 inside. That's going to be a miss. No counter for Schmeling. 3 and a 1 with 2 minutes now left in the 4th round. 3 and a 1. This is going to go Schmeling's way. It's an 83 though. An 83 is going to be a miss. We look at Dempsey's number. Nope, nothing there. 2 and a 2. 2 and a 2 will go Dempsey's way. It's a 49. 49 on the inside. That's good for 2. That is good for 2. And that makes it 5-0 for Dempsey. And let's... Well, we got a counter. A 4. A 4 on the defense. That's going to be another punch landing for Dempsey, though. So it is 6-0. And remember, on shutouts, it's an automatic 10-9 round for whoever threw the punches. Next segment. 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4. Toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey will fire first. A 24. 24 outside. Good for 3 more. He's at 9 this round. And the 4 outside to 53 is a miss. So, on to the next segment. 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. What will it be? How you doing, Alan Red Sox fan? 2 and a 3. Toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe. Dempsey still in control. It's an 82, though. An 82 inside. Just misses being a clinch. So, Schmeling is actually going to get the fire, and it's a 4 inside. 4 is going to be good for 4 punches landed, and that will give Schmeling control. And the power check. Oh, and it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a roll of 1 on the chin KD. Dempsey is down. Dempsey is down. His chin KO is a 2. The number comes up 3. Dempsey just getting up at the count of 5, but he's woozy. He's very woozy. So Schmeling has turned the tide of the fight with a knockdown at the 1-minute mark of the 4th. How about a stunning turn of events here? So now, uncontested action for Schmeling. Oh, it's a miss. It's a 281. It is a 281. That is going to be a miss. Schmeling cannot, Dempsey cannot counter. Back to exchange. 6 and a 2, but the home run ball's being thrown here. What I call the exemplar punch, the perfect punch, the sweet punch. Call it whatever you want, because I haven't really found a name for it. It's toe-to-toe. Schmeling goes first. The home run punch being thrown. A 0. Good for 5. Getting him to 9, but it's going to be a 10-8 round his way regardless. We'll do a chin check here in just a moment. The 6 and the 72 is going to be a miss. The chin KD is a 7. The chin KD is a 7. And that does not hurt Dempsey. Just a good shot being thrown. That's the end of the 4th. And what a stunning turnaround here. That went 9-9. But Schmeling has thrown the first knockdown of the fight. So 1 knockdown in round 4. It went Schmeling's way. And it's a 10-8 round across the board, which is going to make the next few rounds very interesting. Just when you thought Dempsey was on cruise control, he was not. And he was knocked silly by Schmeling on that knockdown. Just getting, he got up at 5, but he did not have a clear head. And he was wobbling around a little bit, but Richard Steele, seeing he was okay, giving Dempsey the credit that Meldrick Taylor did not get in his famous fight with Julio Cesar Chavez on March 17, 1990. I remember that fight well. Round 5 of 10, we reset the board. We give Schmeling momentum. And on we go. 5 and a 1 to start round 5. 5 and a 1. 5 and a 1. Schmeling, 23. I'm sorry, not a 23, a 25. You can see it on the upper right corner of your screen. But the way my computer setup is, it's kind of hard for me to see it. The 25 is going to be good for 3 punches landed. So Schmeling has momentum here. Schmeling has momentum not just in terms of the game, but in terms of the fight. Okay, 1 and a 6, 1 and a 6. But Dempsey's a guy who could turn it around with 1 punch. And 58 inside is going to land for 2. No other action. So on we go now, next segment. 3-5, a 3-5. The 3-5 is toe-to-toe. Dempsey will get it because he just scored in the last segment. 23, 23, that's correct. It's a possible cut check. Let's do the jurisprudence on the action. 3 more punches landing for Dempsey. It's now 5-3, 5-3. But let's check Dempsey's number out. It will be a foul possible. A 95 outside. His foul ranking is 3 and the foul number is 5. So let's go back to the cut check. The cut check on Max Schmeling. It's 12. His cut number is 4. We go on. Nothing else to do. 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3. It's Schmeling. 6 on the inside. A 6 on the inside. That is good for 4 more. He's up to 7. It's 7-5 now. And a chin KD check coming up. for Jack Dempsey. The Chin KD number is a 3. He is hurt. He is hurt. Dempsey hurt again. 2 minutes left in the 5th round. So, uncontested action here for Max Schmeling. Outside 59 is another miss, though. So we go back to both men possibly having momentum. The 1, you know when Dempsey rolls a 1, that's better than anything Schmeling has on his card. So it's 88 inside. He's clinching. Minute left now in the 5th, and we take a brief little break when this round is over with. 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4. It's Schmeling. It's a 44. It's outside. It is 2 more punches landed. He's at 9-5 now over Dempsey. Last 2 segments of the 5th round, and then we will be halfway. A 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 goes Schmeling's way. A 23. 23 inside. Good for 3. He's at 12 punches landed in this round. Check the defense on Dempsey. It knocks 1 off of the salvo total. It's now 11-5. 11-5 in favor of Schmeling going into the last segment. 6 and a 5. 6 and a 5. A 56 inside for Dempsey. Good for 2 to make it 11-7 round. We checked a 5 roll. It was on a D20 for Schmeling, and that's just going to add 1 to Dempsey's total. So it's 11-8 Dempsey at the end of the 5th. So I'm sorry, it's not 11-8 Dempsey, it's 11-8 Schmeling. So Schmeling has won the last 2 rounds, unofficially. In fact, when I give you the tallies, and in fact, I'm going to have to stop tape because I did not get Schmeling's total in the 3rd round. So I'm going to have to put that together. I'm going to have to look at the tape here, but let's just do the tallies. 11-8, 11-8, and don't be late. 12, 11, 16. Okay. We're going to stop tape at this point. We're going to look at how many punches Schmeling landed in the 3rd round, and we will be right back. You won't miss a thing, but apparently I already have. Okay, folks, we're back. I have looked at the tape, as I sometimes need to do when I make an error. And in the 3rd round, Schmeling landed 7 punches. So as you see on the spreadsheet here, thank you to Anthony for providing it. Stamina levels right now, 51 Dempsey, 22 Schmeling. Punches thrown, 58 Dempsey, 39 Schmeling. But Schmeling has the only knockdown of the fight. And if you look real closely, you could take a look at the scorecard. Dempsey's still in relatively good shape, but the way this fight is going, who knows where it will end. So we have that for you. We reset the scores. And let's see here. Dempsey, I think, had control in the last round as it ended. So we'll just leave that the way it is. And let me just pause for just a minute. I like to take a swig of water at the halfway point of the fight, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay. And I didn't do it while I had stopped tape, so I'm doing it now. On to the 6th round. Good fight. Schmeling has, as advertised, given Dempsey some trouble here. knocking him down to start with a minute to go in the fourth. And let's see where this will lead as we head to round 6. 4 and a 4, 4 and a 4. It's toe-to-toe, and it's Dempsey who will fire first the 9. The 9 inside, which kind of sounds like a Bob Seger song. The fire inside. 4. 4 punches landed. Chin check coming. If Schmeling has not clinched, but he has, so negate the 4 punches landed. And on we go, a 3 and a 5, the 3 and a 5. The 3 is no stars. It's no stars, it's toe-to-toe. It's 84 for Dempsey. Outside, that's a miss. And the 65 outside is also going to be a miss. So on to the next segment. 6 and a 1. And some high numbers on the board I see. A 6 and a 1. It is Schmeling with the 91. The 91. Another clinch. 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3. This is going to be Dempsey. It's a 94 inside. That will be a clinch. 4 and a 6. The 4 and a 6. It is Dempsey. It is a 1. A 1. Not the loneliest number in Glory Days boxing. It's a 5. 5 punches land. 5 very crisp punches land. And a cut check coming for Schmeling, but let's just check his 62 inside as a miss. Now, the cut number is 2, and it's 4 on Schmeling's card. He is cut. He is cut. We'll go down to the J1 and use that as the D20. It's a 7. A 7. Swelling on the right eye. SRE, swelling on the right eye. In the 6th round. And swelling on the right eye. No further action until we get to the 3rd time that has occurred. So, on to the next segment. 3 and a 2, 3 and a 2. The 3 is a 33. But first, let's just see. It is Schmeling in control, though. So the 97, a possible foul, has been committed by Schmeling. His foul number is 3, so it will not count. It'll just be 1 punch landed for Schmeling. Next segment, a slower round 6. I think both these guys slowing down a little bit. Schmeling has to keep the pedal to the metal. 2 and 5. If you watch red, white, and some of the videos on YouTube of red, white, and blue racing, Rob has been doing great videos of that. And when I hear pedal to the metal, that's what I think of. Pedal to the metal. 2 and 5. A 2 and 5. 91. 91 is a clinch. And we just double check. Yes. Clinch. So not a very active round. Oh my goodness, we're going to have double home run throws here. 6 and a 6. 6 and a 6. I have never seen this yet. So this is what happens when we have 2 double zeros. We're going to check the chins of both fighters. Inside for Dempsey is good for 5 to get him to 10. Inside for Schmeling. And we will also do a cut check on Schmeling. The 0 inside for Schmeling. This is like when they hit the... I was talking about the Showcase Showdown earlier, and this is kind of like when everybody hits $1. Okay. First, because... actually, I should not have checked Schmeling because he has a blank on the 6. It's just a chin check for... Okay, well, let's just double check that. No, I was wrong. I had it right the first time. It was a toe-to-toe exchange. They each land 5 punches on the segment. So now, under my homebrew rules, this is an automatic chin check for both fighters. A 4 gives Dempsey an uncontested shot unless Schmeling has also hurt Dempsey, and he did not. So Schmeling is hurt. Last segment, and this is going to be a waste because it's 79 outside. 79 outside is not going to land. So the round winds up 10-6 Dempsey, and we had a little suspense there. 3 and a 5. Okay, 10-6 Dempsey. 10-6 Dempsey. Schmeling is running out of gas, which with 80 stamina to start the fight, you wouldn't think that was possible. So this lands 4 punches were the difference. 4 punches were the difference. So okay. This will be identically scored to what happened in the last round. No, actually I have the scoring wrong on one judge in the 5th. Okay. I gave Dempsey the third on the third judge of the round on the 5th, and it should have gone Schmeling's way the way I look at it. Okay, so we are now at 12 stamina for Schmeling, 45 for Dempsey. It is 68-45. Punches landed, heading to the 7th round, and on we go. Well, we will be getting ready to go here in just a moment because I forgot to update the graphic. I want to give you the wrong round that we are on. So we are on round 7, and here we go. As soon as I bring up my OBS, there we are. 4 and a 5-4, and 5 and a 4. 2 stars, a toe-to-toe exchange. I'm going to give Schmeling the benefit of the doubt for winning the last round to start it off. 44-44 outside is good for 2. 2 punches landed, and outside 88 is a miss. Next segment, 5 and a 2, 5 and a 2. This is Dempsey's throw, and it's a 3 outside. 3 outside, good for 5, so he's up to 7. And a lot of these 5 punches landed in a salvo could get you to 25 real quick, and if you get to 25, it's a TKO. Nothing else happened that round. 6 and a 2, a 6 and a 2. Toe-to-toe. Dempsey firing first on the inside. The 85 is a clinch. Nothing happens in the segment. 5 and a 1. 5 and a 1. This time back to Dempsey with a 20. A 20 outside. And he just picked up 3 more. He's now at 10. And the 1 is an outside. It's a miss, so that will stand. Clinch would have negated it. 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4. Toe-to-toe again. Dempsey again firing first. And the round total punch total right now in the round is 11-0. 2 and a 4. The 2 is a 46 inside. Good for 3. He's at 14. Okay, so we look at Schmeling, his 35 outside. Good for 3, so he's off the schneid this round. It's 14-3. Still a lot of time left in the round. 6 and a 5 on a possible home run throw. A 6 and a 5. But the home run throw is not going to matter because Dempsey is in control of the 59. Inside, good for 2. He's at 16 for the round. 16-3. And a cut check here. Let's do the cut check. It's a 10. Schmeling will be out of gas in the start the 8th round, by the way, with the 17 punches already having landed. Now, can he get out of the 7th? That's the thing. 3 and a 2, I beg your pardon. 3 and a 2. It's Schmeling. It's 61. 61 inside. No. And no counters. 3 and a 3 with 40 seconds left in the round. 3 and a 3. Schmeling again. A 16. 16 in. Good for 4. So he's at 7. It's 16-7. Heading to the last segment of the 7th round. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. Schmeling again. 53 outside. Does not land. And no counters. So, this was a 16-7 round. Schmeling is now out of gas. So, he will have to use his fatigue numbers the rest of the way. A 9-punch margin. 9-punch margin. So, that will make this. Okay, and all judges see it the same way. So this will be an easy round to put in the spreadsheet. Starting to look like Schmeling is going to need another knockdown at least to make the rest of the fight competitive. He did score 1 in the 4th. He's going to have to call upon that again to make this fight interesting. And now he is fatigued. So it's going to be a much tougher hill to climb as we head to the 8th round. Remember, Schmeling is fatigued for the remainder of the fight. So his punches landed on each salvo goes down 1, and we use his fatigue numbers on the right side of the card. So on we go. 8th round action. 6 and a 3. A 6 and a 3 to start round 8. It's Schmeling. It's 24 inside. And he lands 3, which turns into 2 because he is fatigued. By the way, Schmeling, Dempsey's number is 38. He should be okay the rest of the fight with that, unless Schmeling could somehow unload some bombs. So 6 and a 3. This one's a 5 and a 1. We have a possible foul. A possible foul. They go toe-to-toe. Schmeling goes first with the 13. The 13 on the outside. That's good for 4, which becomes 3. So he's gotten 5 punches in. Now, let's look at the possible foul. It's not going to be a foul because his 17 is way too high to be in his foul range. But the possible foul is 1. Schmeling will keep control on toe-to-toes. We go to the next segment. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. 1 and a 3. We already know that with 3 stars on the 1s, Dempsey will go. And it's a 12 inside. 4 more punches landed for Dempsey, and that was his first. Actually, it gets up to 5 because he had the possible foul. That was not to be. So we go to the next segment. 6s. 6s across the board. It's toe-to-toe. It's Dempsey going first. 98, which is a foul. The foul number being 1 and within his range. It's going to be 10. 10 on the foul is a headbutt. So he has committed his 3rd foul of the fight. 3 fouls. If he commits 2 more, he loses a point. That's 3 fouls for Dempsey. Unless he commits 3 fouls of the same type. 3 fouls of the same type, then he goes into a point penalty situation. So let's just double check. The headbutting is a warning first time around. So he has committed 3 fouls, 3 different fouls once. And oh, wait a minute. We have another foul situation, and but it's not going to to the detriment of Schmeling because his foul was a 7. Foul number was a 17, and his foul rating is a 3. Richard Steele admonishing both fighters, saying, "Come on, guys, let's be professional here." On to the next segment. On to the next segment. Okay, sixes again. Sixes again, but I saw the other numbers move, so I knew I had clicked it. And a 6 and a 6, it's going to go Dempsey's way. Dempsey's 59 inside is actually good for 2, getting him to 9 on punches landed on the round. The 6 inside for Schmeling, a 50, that is also good for 2. So it is now 9-8 with 120 left to go when I hit this button in the round. 1 and a 3, 1 and a 3. Again, that's automatically Dempsey. That is 23 inside, 23 inside. That is a punch landing for 3. He's at 12 now. He's at 12. It's 12-8. Going to the next segment. 2 and a 3, 2 and a 3. What will it be? 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. Let's see here. The 2, 29. Good for 3 for Dempsey. And we check Schmeling. Is 3. Inside 22 is good for 3 more. So right now it is 15-11. Action-packed. Actually, we back up. We back him up 1 here. It's 15-10. And I think I should have backed him up 1 for the previous salvo that he landed. So I'm going to call that 9 right now for Schmeling. Okay, 1-6. 1-6. Don't even have to look. That's going to be Dempsey. It's going to be an 8 on the inside. And this is 4. Another 4 to get the 19. With one last segment to go. He's got an outside chance of a stoppage if he lands a 5 and a defense roll of +1 comes up for Schmeling. But let's get rid of this first. So it's a 19. It's a cut check. The cut number being 7 does not hurt Schmeling any. He has swelling on his right eye, but that has been stabilized. Last segment of the 8th round. 1 and a 6. 1 and a 6. Again, Schmeling. No chance when Dempsey throws that 1. It's a 39. A 39. Good for 3 more. Getting him to 22 on the round. So it's going to be 22-9. And nothing else to check. Ding, ding, ding. A exemplar round for Mr. Jack Dempsey. 22-9. Dempsey's at 29 stamina, so as long as Schmeling, well, the only way Schmeling can get 30 in a round is if he TKOs him. So with a 13-point margin. Okay. Dempsey pouring it on in these last couple of rounds. He won the 7th round 16-7, and he won this round 22-9. One more segment, and he probably would have had a TKO win. Okay, let's change the graphic, and we will start you with the 9th round. Starting to look like Jack Dempsey is going to the gold division. George Foreman will be there. The question is, who else will be there? Could be Ali or it could be Sultan Ibragimov. And 2 of those 3 fighters will fight in our next stage of fights to determine who the first finalist is in the fight to determine the first heavyweight champion. So, 6 and a 5. A 6 and a 5 goes Dempsey's way. A 46. The 46 is going to land for 3. So Dempsey will be in control. And the 5 does nothing for our friend Max Schmeling. 5-5, 5-5. The 5-5 is another control situation for Dempsey. 10 on the outside, a lethal series of rights and lefts gets him 4 more on the board. No chin check because it's a 6, and Dempsey's power rating is a 5. So on to the next segment. 2 and a 3, 2 and a 3, toe to toe. Dempsey is 94 inside, is a clinch, so nothing happens there. 1 and a 3, 1 and a 3. Dempsey, a 4. A 4 is good for 5 more. He's just lacing Schmeling right now. But we checked the defense on Schmeling. It's going to take 1 punch off, getting him to 11. But Dempsey off to a good start in this 9th round. 3 and a 5, 3 and a 5. Toe to toe. Dempsey again, a 35. A 35 outside is good for 3 more, getting him to 14. Chin check coming for Schmeling. We look at his card. It's a 7. He's 7 on the outside, good for 4. So it is now 14-4. And a chin check coming, which is not going to wobble Schmeling any because it's a 14. And his chin KD when he's tired is a 5 and an 8. Next segment, please. 2 and a 5, 2 and a 5. 43-4. A 43-4. Dempsey's really landing some haymakers right now. It's a 3. 3 getting him to 17. Chin check coming. A 19 on the roll outside of Schmeling's range. We've had a lot of chin checks on Schmeling in this fight. It's holding up well. He has not gone down yet in the fight. 5 and a 1. 5 and a 1. Toe to toe. So it's Dempsey that will fire. He fires the 48. The 48 outside is a miss. And that leaves Schmeling with a chance. 35 outside is good for 3. Okay, I forgot to deduct a number on his last salvo, so he should have been at 3. So this is 2, which becomes 1. He's now at 4. He is now at 4. So next segment, 2 and a 3, 2 and a 3, another toe to toe. And it's Schmeling who goes first. 29-12. 29-12 on the inside is a 3, which becomes 2. He's at 6. Dempsey, on the other hand, a 16. 16 inside. That's good for 4 more. He's at 21. He's at 21 with 1 segment to go. If he lands 4 more punches in the next segment, this is over. 6-6. 6-6. Toe to toe. We look at Dempsey first. It's a 6. It's a 6 on the inside. He has... Okay, just hold off a moment. Because Schmeling has a possible power check. We're going to go 9. 9 on his number. That lands 4 more punches to get him to 10 on the round, a very active round. And that becomes 9 because of his fatigue. But the 3 on the power check is not inside his range. This fight is over. This fight is over, and Dempsey has won in the last round because his 6 and cut check, well, the cut check won't matter, but his inside was 5, it would get him to 26. This fight is over. Dempsey has won in the last segment. And I'll do one more roll, a 4 in segment number 9. So he has won by TKO in the 9th round despite hitting the deck. in the fourth. And the 4 in the last segment means it went 249 into the ninth round. So Jack Dempsey, your winner. He landed 26 shots to 10 for Schmeling before the round ended. So it would have been another big round for Dempsey. We'll take a look at the card, the judges' scorecards before we go. And we will show you in the KD column I have TKO 249 or 249 to indicate Dempsey has won by technical knockout, just as he did when he knocked out James Corbett in the first fight. So he goes to 2-0. He moves up to the gold division, where George Foreman is, and where the winner of Muhammad Ali and Sultan Ibragimov, which will take place in a couple of weeks, will also go. And 2 of those 3 fighters will do battle in the next stage. One of them, if we have a winner, will be one of the finalists, and then we will play down to determine who the second of the 2 finalists is. So again, your winner, shall we make it official? Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Steele has halted the proceedings here, 249 into the 9th round. Your winner and still undefeated in the BC, Jack Dempsey. Technical knockout, round 9. So I hope you all enjoyed the fight we had for you today. We should be back. I'm hoping we will be back on Saturday with another fight, and this will probably be our welterweight fight. And if I could bring it up here, and if you could hold on a moment, I will show you who will be fighting from the welterweight division. As this fight is now in the can, we have a couple of fights we're going to be doing off camera. Clark and Simpson in the middleweight division. Ward and Darius Michalczewski in light heavyweights. Our next fight will be Barney Ross and Carmen Basilio. Our first look at the welterweight division here in Big Pauly's Fight Night and Big Pauly's Boxing Commission. So I hope you will join us. That fight should be taking place on Saturday, Run for the Roses Day, May 1st. And we look forward to that fight. Until then, in fact, let me just show you the calendar with the fights shaded in yellow, the fights I have already done. This has been Big Pauly coming to you, wishing you well, Godspeed and God bless wherever you may be. And we'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.